Hello, fellow vermin. It's the 18th already of November. Turkey Day's sneaking up on us with the devil. I'm not going to review. I got a letter from my good buddy Keith Dempy from Coropolis, Pennsylvania. He's the mastermind behind Eternal Darkness Creations, greatest tapes in the world he makes. And I always look forward to his letters. He always sends me stuff, but kind of look forward to just reading his mail. And I'm going to read you one. This video looks terrible. I was watching it and I mean, we'll just get to it. Oh. 12 November 24, Anno Tenebrae Aeternum. Hey Artie, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for the excellent Barbaric versus Deathstalker comic. Killer stuff for certain. Those Deathstalker comics you've been hooking me up with are awesome. I wish I had more of your list to send you, but I sent you everything I had. Let me know whatever else you might be looking for. I had a couple of deluxe editions of Judas Priest stuff, so I included the extra stuff. I never had Ram It Down. That's the only Judas Priest album I actually hated. Turbo is close behind, but me having that has more to do with nostalgia than me actually liking the record. I think you'll like Minotaur, very old Sodom. Joe from Toxic Holocaust actually got me a Minotaur patch on his first European tour, and I still have it on my jacket. That's the jacket I'm currently on a diet to fit back into. Haha. I gotta send you more than this for keeping me up with the comics like you do. Oh yeah, I remember Grimjack well. Turok too, though I never really read them. I just remember the Turok name. I've never heard of Ninjak. Is that about ninjas? When I was a kid, man, you mentioned ninjas, comics, or heavy metal, you had a friend for life in me. No, I'm not familiar with Alex Hurley either, and I forgot who that was. Did you go to Demon Fest? That sounds like fun. I did go to Demon Fest. It's been so long since I've gone to something like that. I miss it. They have a lot of stuff like that around here. Big on the zombie theme. I totally agree with your thoughts on Persecution Mania. It was so cool to see someone else who thinks like I do. I love all the Sodom stuff over the years in varying degrees, but everything before Agent Orange is by far the best. Persecution Mania to me was a turning point. It has the barbarity of the first album, but like you said, with a far superior sound. What you said about the perversion and subversiveness describes it perfectly. Yeah, Persecution. Oh yeah, I reviewed it. Check it out. Hey, I like Agent Orange too a lot though, and Tapping the Vein is brutal as hell. They have so many good albums, but Agent Orange is really good. Uh, so I had sent. Wait, okay. I haven't heard from Stan in a little while, but I just sent a package to Food, and today I'm mailing one to Todd. His new tape, especially the Todd Flesh, killer name, blew my mind. Now that is doom. See, TZ, you just sent me an email today, and I got this from Keith, and he loves Todd Flesh. Oh yeah, so I had sent Keith a copy of the 70s Gargoyle TV movie, Gargoyles. So that's what he's talking about. Yes, it is actually where I first experienced Gargoyles. It was on TV back in the old days. Late night sci-fi horror movies were always such a killer experience. I have such great memories of staying up and watching the old Godzilla movies and discovering movies like Gargoyles, The Devil's Rain, Race with the Devil, The Ghost of Flight 401, which I haven't heard of, The Car, and so on. In high school, I discovered Joe Bob Briggs. His old show on TMC became a Friday Saturday night religion for me. I still watch like Svengoolie and stuff, but it's not the same. They always show the same movies, but just the feel for watching it on TV like that brings back the old days. I wonder if he's seen Gwen Gooley. Have you seen Gwen Gooley? A long time ago, they used to have this horror movie called Chiller Theater that was hosted by the local weather guy Bill, Chilly Billy Cardeal. He was a newscaster at the end of Night of the Living Dead, and he never let us forget it. They keep trying to reboot that with new hosts, but it never lasts long. I still remember they would have 3D movies on sometimes, which never really seemed to work except for giving you a headache. You could get your 3D glasses for free if you got an extra large fountain drink at the Stop and Go convenience store. Yeah, Remember The Mask? I thought it was such a big deal. Like on the radio, they're gonna show The Mask, and you go get to like 7-Eleven or Stop and Go and get the 3D glasses. I remember that. Like I was so excited about that. If you've seen that, if you remember that, let me know, or just keep it to yourself. Great memories, but they showed the same movies over and over too. Joe Bob Briggs was the best horror host. Interesting you mentioned bobcats. They have them around here, but I've never ran into a full bobcat in the wild. I say full bobcat because about 15 years ago I took in a stray cat named Caligula. He was huge. I took him to the vet and they said he was part bobcat with the stubby tail and gigantic claws. He was a real lover boy though. I miss him. When the weather got nice, he took off. There was no confining him to one house. I saw him a couple of times after that, always chasing female cats. My dad loved them too. As far as the chasing females goes, they were kindred spirits. Haha. Thank you for the ads. Sending out letters without Not Everybody Tapes ads just feels wrong. Never hesitate to send me lots of ads. I always spread yours especially. I better go so this can hopefully go out today. Sorry I didn't have more to send you. Be sure to let me know whatever else I can record for you. I really appreciate you sending me the comics. They're always beyond killer. I hope all is well and take care, brother. Your friend, Keith. Yeah, I sent him the Deathstalker 3-issue series, and then they had a Barbaric versus Deathstalker. That was good, and I'm glad I was able to send it to him. They're making a Deathstalker movie, which it's from the guy that did Manborg and Psycho Gorman, and then he just did a movie called Frankie Frico, which I want to get, but Deathstalker movie, yeah. So I had to go to the library. I had to return Love Lies Bleeding, which I really, really like now. I really like that movie. I need to get it or just keep getting it from the library. So I went, and they have a shelf with new releases, and like always, like I got Long Legs, Maxine. Just always have something. They didn't really have anything today, but they have another huge section of Blu-rays and movies. So I found a couple of things. Boy Kills World. I heard this is really bad, but who's to say? And I got Strawberry Flavored Plastic, The Making of a Serial Killer. A thought-provoking and unexpected look into the mind of a killer. Check it out. The Wrong Guy. I got this because I was listening to the Action podcast, and they mentioned how good this was. It's got Dave Foley and Jennifer Tilly. So I'll check it out. Wilding. Room meets the Beast Within. A teenage girl's coming of age arrives with a terrifying twist in a spellbinding take on the werewolf legend. Since birth, Anna Belle Powley has been raised in isolation by a man she knows only as Daddy, Brad Dourif. He has done everything possible to conceal the truth about her origins from her, but when the teenage Anna is suddenly thrust into the real world under the protection of no-nonsense police officer Ellen, Liv Tyler, it soon becomes clear that she is far from ordinary. Unable to adjust to a normal life, Anna finds herself drawn instead to the wild freedom of the forest, while struggling to resist the growing bloodlust that has awakened inside of her. This moodily atmospheric thriller combines supernatural scares with a myth-like tale of self-discovery. Moodily atmospheric comes off as that's just boring, but if you've heard of this, let me know. And this, I've never even heard of this. I need your input. The Toxic Avenger musical Based on Lloyd Kaufman's cult 1984 schlock horror film, this musical tells the story of the citizens of Tromaville desperate for a hero to clean up their toxic waste problem. Enter Melvin Ferd III, an aspiring Earth scientist, but when the mayor and her goons get wind of his plans, Melvin is tossed into a vat of waste, transforming him into the Toxic Avenger, New Jersey's, I guess, first superhero. I've never even heard of this. So there's a year. I don't see a year. (2018). So I'm just kind of curious what this looks. I mean, it's a musical, so. And then today I got Hardwood, the adult features of Ed Wood. So, in his later films, Wood proved himself to be an erotic renegade whose exploration of unconventional sexuality belied whatever schlocky sensibility was at play in his earlier works. 3-disc set includes 3 Ed Wood 70s adult films, plus a Wood scripted bonus movie, and 7 hours of special features. Near the end of his career, Angora-loving auteur Edward D. Wood Jr. earned his booze funds by writing and directing these lurid adult features. Now restored uncut from the Ultimate Source Elements for the first time ever, Necromania. Oh my god, I'm dying. In both hard and soft versions, stars Renee Bond in The Amazing Criswell's Coffin, in A Tale of Weird Love shot in 2 days by Ed Wood wearing a pink baby doll outfit. Ushi Digard stars in The Only House in Town, a softcore saga of nonsensical dialogue and orgiastic depravity. Wood's bizarre final film, The Thought Lost, The Young Marrieds, is presented in hard and its never-before-seen soft versions. As a bonus, J. Pat O'Malley and William Shallert star in the Wood Penn Hicksploitation rarity Shotgun Wedding, plus over 7 hours of special features that include a conversation with Bobcat Goldthwait and Dana Gould, produced exclusively for this collection. The North American disc debut of the Incredibly Strange Film Show, Ed Wood Jr., 9 Vintage Sex Loops, and much more. The man who defined the term outsider artist before it was ever coined. So yeah, I was just curious. As I'll get it. Severin puts out some great stuff. Some weird stuff sometimes. And I was really looking forward to getting it. It's porn, so it's weird. I would like a collection of his other movies he made. Orgy of the Dead, that's one, right? But you can still get one if you have any interest in stuff like this. I've been watching the Ray Dennis Steckler set that I have. I read the book. I should talk about that. I'll talk about that next time. But just these guys who ruined their lives by making terrible movies. It's really interesting. I guess I'll review this if it's appropriate. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, if you know about any of these movies I got, let me know if they're good. I'm wasting my time. I don't know if I'll review any of them, but we'll see.